Hello, my name is Jon Sermon, and I want to offer you some encouragement. And particularly with the circumstances we're still in with the coronavirus pandemic, it seemed to me important to continue putting out messages of encouragement. For me, personally, if it hadn't been for the pandemic, I would have been on mission in Uganda right now. So although I'm a church leader in the UK, I have an additional role with a charity called Romans 111 Trust, and our main thrust is mutual encouragement between the UK and Africa. And I travel normally every year to Uganda, where we partner with a large number of churches and church-run schools and orphanages, and in particular training venues set up by the charity to help equip church leaders in that country. So my thoughts and prayers are with the Ugandans, particularly at the moment. It was very special for me that on Sunday evening we had one of our online worship sessions, actually together with a small gathered congregation for the first time since lockdown. And so we combined the technology of Zoom for the people coming in from home with the few who were able and ready actually physically gathered in the church building. And one of the things that happened was that among the people who came were a couple from the church whose daughter married a Ugandan man about 4 years ago. In fact, conducting their wedding was one of the first things I did since coming here as minister. Two of their children, our couple's grandchildren, were actually there on the screen, on Zoom, joining with the church, and that was a very wonderful thing last Sunday evening. In terms of ongoing encouragement in this situation, yes, we're missing out on a lot of what we had hoped for, in my case the trip to Uganda, amongst other things. But it's also true that our life circumstances have changed in ways that are often very challenging and very difficult to deal with, particularly for those who've lost employment. Yet at the same time, we've been given a sort of a opportunity to stop and think and consider what are priorities. And I know that there are many of you out there who perhaps are exploring the spiritual side of life more than you ever did before. Perhaps even for the first time. And maybe you're starting to pray for the first time and you're finding it's something you thought you couldn't do, and you find you can. Prayer is actually natural to us. We don't think of it that way. We think of it with posh words and special people in different clothing, like this silly collar I sometimes wear, leading from the front. Yet it's really also a question of simply letting God's presence affect us, and if we wish, speaking in our heads, or even out loud if we prefer, speaking to our Creator God. And as we learn to pray, we grow in spiritual experience. Now, many people can do that just on your own, but it's good to have the encouragement and support of a church or a church group as you do so. And that includes one of the things we're doing soon, the Alpha course, which is an introduction to Christianity. Now, we've always done it with a gathered group in a church building or a community hall or a pub or a home. But this time we're going to be doing it online, which means you can come to us whether you live near here or not. And so if you are keen to explore this with us, send me an email, Jon, that's Jon, at sermons, That's the plural of my family name and also what we preachers do. So it's john@sermons.me.uk, me.uk. And I'll send you the details of how you can join our Zoom alphas. We'll be doing it on Monday evenings starting on the 7th of September. And it would be lovely to have some people we've never met before exploring with us. I pray God bless you as you continue to explore what life is beginning to be like as we gradually come through a less severe lockdown than it was, and try and establish the new normal ways forward. May God bless you.